On writing a solid thesis. My name is Professor Dawn Wooten, and I welcome you to this channel. If you are having trouble in your college composition classes or even your high school writing classes, while writing a solid thesis, here's a hint. It's really not that hard. So first we start with, what is a thesis? A thesis is defined as a statement or theory that is put forward as a premise to be maintained or proved. Does that sound confusing and like someone used a lot of language that really could have been said a lot easier? In other words, a thesis is a statement that presents a writer's topic as an issue to prove. That's all it is. So let's look at the anatomy of a thesis. Quite simply, a thesis has three parts: the topic you choose to write about, your opinion or position on an issue, and the claims that will be proven as you write your paper. So here is a sample thesis and its anatomy. In a world of gaming, many kids are being desensitized to negative acts because of the large amount of violence in the games, the lack of consequences within the games, and the lack of parental supervision. So our topic there is gaming. It's pretty straightforward. The writer's opinion is that kids are being desensitized to negative acts. And the claims that this writer wants to prove are regarding the large amounts of violence in the games, the lack of consequences in the games, and the lack of parental supervision while children are playing games. So when you put that all together, it becomes the thesis statement. When you're writing the thesis statement, first you brainstorm to find a topic. It's time to think about what your opinion of that topic might be. For example, if you chose the topic of steroid use in sports, to find your opinion, ask yourself, do I think it's okay for pro athletes to use steroids? Do I think steroids should continue to be against the rules? Is it okay in certain sports? Those are things that you can ask yourself to determine what your opinion on the topic is. Once you have that opinion, it's time to ask the question, why? Why do you think it is okay? Or why do you think it should still be against the rules? Why do you think it should be okay in certain sports? Your answers to these questions will become your claims. So let's say you decided it's okay to use steroids in certain sports. Why? Some answers to that question may be that certain steroids can help in the healing process. Steroids in controlled doses don't really harm the body. Steroids can help athletes play their sport for longer periods of time. Steroid use is none of anybody's business. Steroid use is a personal decision that doesn't hurt anyone but the athlete. And random testing for steroids is a violation of privacy. So let's take these 6 statements and determine which of them are provable claims. Which one of these can we prove through research? In the last slide, there were 6 questions to choose from in creating 3 claims. 3 is really the minimum number of claims you should use in academic writing. 3 questions were legitimate, researchable questions that can be proven or disproven with evidence. The second 3 questions were more opinionated and defensive. Such statements really don't make for an arguable claim. An arguable claim must be able to be proven through primary and secondary research. So let's add those claims to our thesis statement. So we have our topic of steroid use in sports, our opinion that it should be allowed, and 3 questions that will serve as claims. The final thesis reads like this: steroid use in professional sports, the topic, should be allowed, writer's opinion. Because certain steroids can help in the healing process, that's your first claim. Steroids in controlled doses do not harm the body, that's your second claim. And steroids help athletes play their sports for longer periods of time, that's your third claim. Please notice that this is one single coherent sentence. The claims of the thesis must be integrated into that single thesis statement, not listed as individual sentences after the topic and the writer's opinion or position. It should all be one fluid sentence. So what do you do with it? There are several steps that follow the creation of the thesis. Those steps will be outlined as you continue to move forward in school and in this class. It is important that you practice the skill of writing an arguable thesis because virtually every paper you write academically in college will be an argument, and that is for basically any subject. Just follow the steps provided here, and you will be able to write a manageable, arguable thesis. Does that mean you can't change it once you start writing? Not at all. A thesis first version is what we call the working thesis. As you conduct research and write your drafts, you may find that you have to adjust your thesis to more closely align with what you discover in the research and drafting process. And it is perfectly acceptable to do so. But do check in with your professor when you're making any significant change. One of the reasons that students have so much difficulty writing thesis statements is that they overthink it. Don't do that to yourself, please. It's a topic, it's your position or opinion, and then the claims that are arguable can be proven with research and are there to support your position. Thanks for watching this quick video on thesis statements, and I hope it was useful, valuable, and that it helps you in your courses. Have a great day.